And we're live here on the LI Sports Network at the rinks in Hauppauge, South Rinks, for a Middle Country freshman matchup against the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls. The Bulls rolling into this game 6-0-0, still perfect through the season. Middle Country, on the other hand, hovering at 500 with a 3-3 record as we have 15 minutes on the clock, getting ready for the puck drop at center ice. Puck is down as we take a look over at the matchup in front of us. These two teams haven't played just yet. The head-to-head is blank because of it. Smithtown Hauppauge only giving up 3.2 goals per game. They're scoring a whopping 7.3. On the other side, Middle Country scoring and giving up about the same amount, 5.8 goals against and 5.2 goals for. Very well-balanced team as they take the first shot of the game, blocked out in front, and now Smithtown Hauppauge can wheel it away through center ice. The Chiro will get called offside, so we'll take our first whistle with just 35 seconds played. Face-off will come at center ice. DiLorenzo going down below the goal line. Gets on top of the puck and a backhand carries around the boards. Held up by Faith Rivera. Rivera still poking at it, joined by a couple of teammates. It's a 3-on-2 in favor of Middle Country. They pop the puck free, slide it almost out in front before Karam's back over to the corner. Minute gone by here in the opening period. It's been a majority of the possession over for the Cougars. In the offensive end, they're going to put another one out in front. Moratori making his second stop of the young night. Put another face-off over to his left-hand side. Looks like we have Jack LaSalle on the other end, so that is our goaltender matchup. Face-off, takes a spill off to the corner. Bulls get on top of it. Another opportunity to send it the length of the ice. Travels down, could be an icing here. Good speed to get there. That was Logan Kern, but ultimately beat out by the whistle of the referee and will go all the way back down. Another O-zone face-off for Middle Country. Chiro, face-off win, right back. Quick wrist shot is blocked by bodies. It was Mason LaSallo with the wrister. Puck comes back to him. He'll play a D-to-D pass as Middle Country try to reset in their own zone. High flip off the boards. Karam's right for Smithtown Hauppauge. Power getting his team ahead. Carrying it past the blue line. Goleta swinging it down low. Middle Country, nice couple of passes. They'll clear the zone. With a shooting lane now, as it will be another blocker stop for Moratori. Lots of pressure onto the puck on the perimeter. Smithtown trying to pass it out. Straight onto the tape of Mucha, and he'll send it forward. Brody Rowe was shot, and it was turned aside by LaSala. Pops to the circle, almost played to the middle of the rink before Middle Country find a nice stick check and lift it out of their zone. Another dump in. That'll go right on LaSala. Banks off of his pads to his brother, left it there. Cleared, tried by Derek Johnson. Johnson with nice speed, slips past the blue, cuts towards the middle, hits shot, he scores! Solo effort to open this game. What a goal right there from Derek Johnson. So much shooting room for him. Could have done anything he wanted. Only he picked a good option because it ended up in the back of the net. 12:05 to play in the period. Middle Country trying to take down an undefeated 6-0 freshman team for the Smithtown Hauppauge red side. Obviously, Smithtown Hauppauge with their sister team, the blue team, as well. Puck swings up the boards, directed in on net and gloved away for another whistle. 11:45 as the clock ticks down just a little bit more after the goal from Johnson. Johnson still out for the ensuing draw. Long shift for him. Jack Orth back with his defensive partner of Wolgamuth. Puck sent towards the blue line. Cougars still possessing it. Rise, a bank pass up the boards into the offensive end for Johnson. Slides it over to his right-hand side. A wrister ends up off to the left side of the post. Still available. Orth trying to get the clear going. Sent the puck up to the red line. It's dumped back into his zone. Liam Wolgamuth will once again chase it below the red line. Has some room, couple of nice strides, breaks past his own blue. Takes a crunch at the middle of the rink. Popped off of his stick, Orth chasing it down, forces it past the blue. Still hanging on to a dribbling puck. Another stick check, and Orth is going to benefit right there from a player blowing a tire. Still battled for, almost was slid out towards the middle. Scotty, could have generated a one-on-one right there with LaSala if he had gotten that skill move all the way through. Tie up at the goal line. Puck comes out in front and swings off to the right side of the post. LaSala trying to cover up and will get there in time. As a little bit of a spill in front of the net. Not going to be any problems. 10-10 left in the first period. Smithtown Hauppauge with their first big opportunity of the game. Puck flipped high. Takes a trip down below the goal. Moratori will watch it as it goes over to the perimeter. Turned over. Almost played out in front. Pass will be right into the Smithtown Hauppauge bench for another timeout. Middle Country will make some changes. Looks like the Bulls will keep their same unit out there. Clean face-off win, goes to the far point. Swirled around, it goes over to the left corner. Ensuing battle, one out. DeChiro trying to center one. Pops free to the blue line once more. Swung around below. Couple more passes for Middle Country as they try to generate an open look here. DeBow got his stick on it, sent it up but not out. Couple more tap passes and Smithtown Hauppauge will clear it. Pressure instantly onto Giametti. Pass out in front with a shot. Tips, but not into the back of the net. Close to a tying goal right there. Smithtown Hauppauge still in the offensive end. DiLorenzo on a long journey. Carrying it from end to end. Cuts middle on the backhand. His shot dribbling. Not going to go on net. Spill out down low. Comes back out in front and they score. 1-1 game. Catchin will get the goal credit, matching the goal from Derek Johnson at 12:05. Here comes Johnson again, on his horse, alone past the blue line. Wraps it around his legs. So go end to end, interfered with by the referee, who is a little far from the boards right there. Johnson will be repelled back to his own zone, still possessing the puck. Will pass it off, get it over to his teammate. Conlon looking for options as he was instantly pressed into the boards. Ensuing battle at the near point. LaSala looking to the opposite side. Couple of passes and it's tipped in once again by Conlon. Chases after it, played away. Kern with it again. Looks up and gives it off. Smithtown Hauppauge could be... Not going to get numbers past the blue line right there. Instead, it's going to be an offside, 7:38 remaining. About halfway through this first period. Moringer trying to cut it out in front, finds it alone. The backhand shot is saved. Rebound goes off to the left side of the net. Smithtown Hauppauge get bodies to it first. Still in the offensive end for Middle Country. Looking for another centering feed. It slides through the slot. Safe for the Bulls. Looks like they'll get a clear thanks to Jack Orth. Long pass ahead. Not going to find the tape of his teammate. Orth takes a turnover, though, sailing down. Looking for a shot saved by LaSala. Opportunities on either end of the rink as it's opening up a little bit. Strong period, strong start to a period, at least for Middle Country, considering they're playing the 6-0 Smithtown Hauppauge red team. One-on-one. Orth, a nice little stick check right there. Takes the puck away. Could give it over off the perimeter, but has teammates there to back him up. Sent 200 feet and should be an icing, going back to an O-zone draw for Middle Country. So goal at 12:05 and 8:46 is how we're into this 1-1 tilt. Both teams showing moments of brilliance so far. Scotty chip and chase has a teammate there to join him. Shot up high, and LaSala will get every piece of it and get us another whistle. Draw over to the right side of LaSala. Held in at the blue line and dumped off to the corner. Melendez trying to do something with it. We'll get another pause as LaSala makes another stout stop. Draw one over to the half wall. Slides up the boards for a shot. Rebound out in front and a great save to get back. Someone on Middle Country robbed the Bulls. Could have been a defender, not exactly sure. Turnover at the blue line, leading to numbers down low. Shot snapped high above the bar. Pops back out in front and still not in. Middle Country with a couple of goal line stands. Keep this at a 1-1 game. That was a big bounce off the end boards. Seen a goal like that already this season. Considering how improbable they are, I doubt we'll see one again. Another clearing opportunity. And another offsides against Smithtown Hauppauge. Taking a couple already this game. We'll take a replay of that mad dash coming off the draw. This doesn't include the follow-up shot. At least I don't think that went off the end boards. As we're back to live here on the rink. Another shot, and LaSalle will make another save. 5:08 remaining in the period. DiLorenzo on the tie-up, wins it towards the middle, rattles around a couple of times. Chance to hold it in. 4:58 remaining in the period. Johnson will be the first to claim clean possession. Johnson trying to accelerate, knifes past the blue line. Here's Johnson trying to make it a 2-on-1, down low and slid it out in front. Goes all the way through unharmed, and DiLorenzo will go back to it. Trying to do the same thing on the opposite end. Dives past the check around the perimeter, carries the boards to the puck to the opposite side. Up to the blue line now, long ranger, LaSalle got it again. Pass to DeBow, sends it back to his left-hand side. Pass does come out in front. Loose LaSalle trying to get there and did get his glove on top. Jack now with a couple of consecutive saves. Draw off to his left side, one out by Middle Country. Punch it around to the opposite end off the boards. Held alive by Smithtown Hauppauge. Puck forced down low. Options are available. Another long range wrister tipped wide right. Under 4 to play in the first now. Warringer desperately trying to find a clear off the high glass. Once again gloved down and held alive. Wrister, once again in the air for LaSalle to snatch. Consecutive good shifts now for Smithtown Hauppauge. You can see why haven't lost a game this year. Hard pass to the point. Blocker save, creates a rebound, dug at, but swallowed up by LaSalle. 3:34, and Smithtown Hauppauge are piling on the opportunities. As the referees will break up the players. Obviously don't want any pushing or shoving after the whistle. Another shot. Wrapped around, off the backhand, not carried out, and then a fumble there will force it free. DiLorenzo gets it ahead. Napolitano trying for another wrister. Blocked down by Middle Country. They carry it past the blue. LaSala elects to wrap it around. Rims off to the near side. Under 3 to play here in the first period. Benghas. DiLorenzo will clear the zone. Back for Rise. Chase from behind has plenty of time to look at his options and accidentally lifts the puck out of the rink. 2:34 left in the first period. Not a penalty here in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. Scotty will take the draw. As Orth lining up behind him for the shot. Sticked aside by Johnson. He'll carry it deeper into his own zone, looking for options. Airmails the pass all the way to the blue line. DeBow back to the other end, looking for a pass of his own. 3-on-2 past the blue line. Scotty looking for it, out in front, tipped in. 2-1 Bulls. Smithtown Hauppauge with their first lead of the game. Nice flick right there. Gets the puck down low. Another passing option. Instead, the shot is snapped behind the net. Up for grabs in the corner. The Bulls still possessing. Centering bid shut down by Johnson. Looks to carry this out himself. Johnson still with it. Working through these checks, gets it out in front, scramble in the paint, and it is covered up. Torrey getting his first bit of action in a while. Warringer on the draw, forces it down low. Taken by Melendez. Wraps it up and out past the blue line thanks to Scotty. $1:20 remaining in the first period. Puck to flex on net. LaSala gets over in time. Puck's available for his brother. Flips it high and out of the zone. Touches down near Conlon. Tied up on the boards, looking for some help from Moringer. Pops 3 and back 4, Smithtown Hauppauge. Orth will get to it first. Rattles it up the glass, back from Middle Country. Couple of changes on the back end of the play. 45 seconds left. Moringer fumbles it, still trying to sweep it past the blue line. Good little flick right there from Orth to get it back to the perimeter, but it's back into his zone. Poke check interrupts DiLorenzo. Puck works its way back to him. DiLorenzo on the near side. Intercepted by Moringer. Shimmies up the blue line, is separated from the puck. Smithtown Hauppauge just trying to kill off the last 5 seconds. Probably don't have enough time to get up ice with 3 left on the clock. Maybe one last shot, and it's on to LaSala for another glove save. We're at the end of the first period here on the LI Sports Network, and we'll be back for the start of the second.
A turnover. Here's Bonkov. Bonkov takes the shot and scores! Winner spun around Inga. Inga out in front. Shot for Blastek. Oh, what a save! Kasper Stabinski. Stalled the season. for Ryan Schwartz. McCauley looking to respond. He does.
Backing pass to Verona, back to Harrison. Gives it to LaRoe in the slot. One more time. Lemara's shot. Rebound. They score.
Barbieri is going to spring ahead on a break. Barbieri to his backhand. He scores!
And we're back here on the LI Sports Network. 2-1 after 15 as Middle Country right into the offensive end, carrying it down low for a shot, and it is fought off. Mortori got it up top with his glove, and it caromed off to the corner, right back in front of him, and this time he'll snatch it away for a whistle. Like I was saying, 2-1 after the first 15. Smithtown Hauppauge gave up the first goal of the game, but then responded in kind with two of their own. Goals at 8:46 and 2:08. Derek Johnson scored the lone goal for Middle Country at 12:05 as another shot is saved by the Smithtown Hauppauge netminder. Puck swirled around down low. Cougars get onto it first. Look for a centering bid, but it's broken away. Carried out past the zone, and some traffic at center ice will slow down the Bulls. Katchen gets the pass, works it past the blue line. Katchen takes a trip, looking for a centering feed, and it's sticked down by LaSala, who is into a crouch. To the perimeter now, not cleared out. DiLorenzo got there in time to shut down the play, but second opportunity is high off the glass and down the rink. Minute gone by in the middle frame. Puck should be iced here, and the referees will enforce it. Taking a look at the scoring leaders for both teams coming into this game. Derek Johnson with 6 goals leads the way for the Cougars. DeChiro with 4 assists for Middle Country, and Derek Johnson leads in points with a total of 10. 6 goals and 4 assists, not a bad start to the season for Johnson, as the Bulls will break it out. Shouldn't be an icing. No, it will be. It was before the red line. My eyes deceived me. We'll get another whistle with 13:36 left. Face-off will go to the right side of Mortori. Travels up the wall at the blue line for a wrister. Deflected, ends up wide to the right of the net. Good takeaway for Jack Orth. Tries to get the clear going. Puck does pop out of the zone. Solito turns it over. Moringer past the blue line again. Slips down low. Moringer. A pass to Johnson, intercepted. Bulls trying to clear. Dangerous game to bring it out in front of the net. Sweeping strike gives it back to Johnson. Cuts middle. Johnson on the forehand. His shot. It's a skate in front of the net. Unlucky for him that it didn't deflect on goal. LaSalle far out of his cage in order to play it forward. Wolgamuth got a stick on it, but wasn't able to shut down Moringer. Back in the zone for Orth. This is Kern now. Pulls up on his skates. Walks left, Kern. Looking for Wolgamuth. Collects it off the wall. A hot shot up high. That was dangerous for LaSalle. Looked like he got over in time. The rebound was there, but no one capitalized on it. Johnson. A wrister that definitely hit into the shin pad of Wolgamuth. That's not going to feel nice. Scotty, a good takeaway. Scotty into a 2-on-1. Carries towards the middle. Scotty, his shot saved by LaSalle. Draw to the left side of Jack now. Puck thrown up the wall. Taken by the Bulls. Pass it down low. Looking for a tic-tac-toe into the slot, but it was intercepted at the last second. Middle Country with numbers back the other way. Barging in past the blue line. A shot blockered off to the corner by Moratori. As we're going to get our first penalty of the game. Looks like Smithtown Hauppauge will be booked for tripping. So going to be a 2-minute minor. Looks like they're getting DeBow into the box. So Dylan DeBow off for 2. Hard pass up the boards. Rise gives it to LaSalle. Shimmies past the check, but has to give it back to Johnson as he wasn't confident with his handle. Johnson looking for a spin move, gets caught up. Both sides wanting a penalty there, but no referees raising their arms. Johnson gets right back to it. A long stretch pass ahead. Middle Country give it back to their quarterback on this power play. Here comes Johnson. One hand on the stick now, barges past the blue line again. Johnson carries out in front. Johnson is shot, rebound still there. He'll just carry it back towards the blue line. On a long mission right now. Weaving through some more sticks, giving it off. Rise a shot, glove save, rebound pops free. Chance to carry it around to the other side, and the net is off its moorings. We'll take a reset with 1:09 left in the 5-on-4. 10:39 to play in the middle frame. My name is Kevin Broderick, joined by Wally Mitchell on the camera. Magnus Healy, Brady Campbell, and Paul Trentini on the rink behind us. Another blast from long range. Never getting to the net. Chance for the Bulls to clear, and they'll kill some more time in the neutral zone. Under a minute to play in the 5-on-4 for Middle Country. Again, the only power play this game has seen. Kern weaving around the ice. Slips past the blue line and called offsides. Unfortunate right there for the Bulls. We'll take another draw, this time from the exact center of the rink. Johnson and the first power play unit will go off. A little bit of a mishandle by Wolgamuth. Trying to weave it past the traffic, deflects the puck into the offensive end for his team. As they have 30 more seconds to kill before they get Dylan DeBow back out on the ice. LaSalle, long wrister, blocker save. Rebound well controlled. Up and around the boards, a good breakaway. Middle Country all the way down below their own goal line. Likely not going to get another shot opportunity in this 5-on-4 as we have 3 seconds left. DeBow should be coming out of the box. Still in a 2-1 game. And we are back to 5-on-5 here at the South Rinks. Pass to some open space. Orth comes skating onto it. Slips it down low. Chance to send it out in front. And it's saved by LaSala. Took a slight bounce off of his left leg, but did get the glove on top before any players could get to him. Johnson trying to break away from the traffic. Sends a pass up but not out. Comes bouncing out in front. LaSala spearing it away. It's still loose in the high slot before it's smacked off to the corner. Chance to fire it up the boards and out is going to be denied by Smithtown Hauppauge. Now everyone losing where the puck is. It's in the neutral zone. Bulls dump it in again. Katchen was the one to capitalize on the confusion. Eventually works back to Johnson. Lots of speed. Johnson still building it past the blue line. Looking to go in and out. Pinned now into the boards. Wasn't able to get a shot off on the play as we're almost halfway through this game. Johnson against Orth. Orth pokes it away, but we're going to get a penalty. 8:16 remaining. Looks like Liam Wolgamuth will go off for another 2-minute minor, putting Middle Country right back onto the power play. They're second of the game now. Another opportunity. Middle Country was close, but now the puck is held in 2-on-2 at the end boards. Almost slid. It is out in front, rattling around and somehow not in. Another goal line stop in this game. Take a replay of that here on the LI Sports Network. These pucks are magical this game. Easily could be much higher scoring. This time on the draw, Smithtown play it down the length of the ice, all the way back to Jack LaSala. Stretch pass, eventually goes to his brother. Here's Mason with it again. Mason through two, finally angled off. Puck hits off a back of a Middle Country player on the boards. Swirled around to the near side, chance to be cleared, but good speed for Middle Country to hold it in. Looking for another centering feed, the shot fanned on, still in the zone. Follow up, and it's wide to the left. Now on the near side. Puck given down low to Moringer, trying to make a move, but it's jousted off his stick and cleared off the glass and out. Under a minute to play in the 5-on-4. Bulls doing a good job to battle for it, not even allowing it into their own end. Johnson has a chance to reload his team onside. Johnson, long ranger, saved off the padding of Moratori. Goes down below the goal line. Johnson retrieves it. Plenty of ice up top. Johnson, another shot, another save. This time, no rebound, and sets a face-off in the defensive end for the Bulls. 10 seconds left in the 5-on-4. The official call on Liam was interference. Be Johnson against Scotty in the draw. Worked up to the blue line. Pass back to the circle and a good save. Moratori tracked it the whole time, snatched it with the glove. This time, 2 seconds remaining for the power play. Maybe time for one more shot. Draw not going to go Middle Country's way. We're back to 5-on-5 here in the South Rinks. Puck curls into the zone, and Smithtown Hauppauge set up on the forecheck. Look for a turnover at the far end. Melendez hops onto it, walking the goal line, looking for an option, puts it out in front, and a robbery from LaSalle. Middle Country get onto the puck first. Another flip off the high glass, clears the zone. Johnson charging forward. Johnson cutting out in front of the net, tripped up as he went. Shot still comes free somehow on the goal line and smacked out of the zone. We do have an offset penalty right now as Mason will charge onto the puck, turning it over. Scotty will touch up, putting it out in front. And I believe that call actually was for an icing. Obviously, the referees right now not distincting themselves with an orange stripe or just a normal lines ref, hence my confusion. Only 2 referees on the ice for the freshman division, so that was a good opportunity. And LaSalle making another 5-star save. Definitely keeping his team in this one. Pass goes up high. Bulls work it low. Shot. Whizzes past the crease, out. Rise, turning it over. Kern trying to bash it in. Get another whistle with 5 exactly to play, well beyond halfway in this game. Face-off coming into the neutral zone. Kern looks like he'll line up to take it. Staring across is Moringer. Moringer tips it to his left-hand side. Trying to fight through these checks. Does force the puck in, then Kern takes it away. Curling around. Kern, good move there. Nice pass to Blues, trying to dice past one more stick, but it's finally lifted away. 4:40 remaining in the period. Some nice hits on the glass. Smithtown Hauppauge's bench enjoys it. Turnover. Moringer is going to have a one-on-one if he beelines towards the net. Moringer dicing it up on the forehand. His shot knocks away his stick, but consequently, the puck never got to the net. Fight along the boards. Kern flying after it. Has a man in front of him that will beat him there. Giametti puts it back the way he came. Turnover down at the goal line. Giametti getting back to it again. This time will carry it out himself with a sure play here. Changes for the Bulls. Only 3 in the zone right now as the puck is floated towards the net, covered up for another whistle. Orth, bank pass, smacked out. Another puck off the boards allows Middle Country to go north. Nudge past the blue line. Spills almost out in front before Orth got to it again. Di Lorenzo having a hard time clearing it off the perimeter. Orth joining him there now. They all dig at it, but the puck goes deeper into their zone. Orth collects on a backhand. Has room on the weak side of the ice. Orth protecting himself with his right hand. Coming all the way up the near side. Shimmies past another check. Orth cutting out in front, looking for the backhand feed, but it's taken away by LaSalle. 3:08 remaining in the period. Still a 2-1 game. Last time we saw a goal was back in the first period, 2:08 left. Before that, it was 8:46 with Katchen and 12:05 with LaSalle. So that's how long ago with Derek Johnson. That's how long ago Middle Country scored. It's still in a super tight game. Puck skips up high. Forced up the boards to the blue line. Held alive by Salito. Walking down Main Street. Good pass. Doesn't find the connection, though. Bulls carry it off to the other end. Sweep it out in front. Chance all alone. The shot is saved. Down the ice now. DeBow in a foot race. And it will be an icing. Puck is dropped. Flip to the blue line. Shot. LaSalle makes a save. Karam's off to the corner. 2:25 remaining in the period. Scotty gets it right back. Slides it to the blue line once more. Long shot tipped in front. Puck still loose. And this time slides to the other ends. Wolgamuth will hold it alive. Trying to make a skill move. Tying up a player there. It eventually comes free to Johnson. Spins around still with control. Johnson sliding it middle. And Smithtown and Hauppauge are there on the back check quick enough. Could turn this into a breakaway for themselves. 3-on-2 past the blue line. And back in time are Middle Country. $1:55 left in the second. Scotty will step in again. Rattling puck goes to DeBow. Didn't get good wood on it, so instead it's Moringer to carry it out. Moringer walking to the goal line. Shot deflects off the stick, wraps around the boards, plops down on the near end and cleared out. 2-on-1. Scotty, does he pass? Does he shoot? Great poke check from Mason. The LaSalle brothers stopping goals all by themselves this game for Middle Country. Orth losing it. Moringer trying to capitalize on the mistake, but Smithtown Hauppauge once again batting it away. Goes back for DeBow. Good edge work for DeBow, turns the corner. Looking to dump in, but it's touched up, and I think we got a slashing call here from the referees on the near side. We'll get a power play with 1:06 remaining in the period. And this time it looks like Smithtown Hauppauge will have the man advantage. Kern to start us off. To DeBow, opposite side. Orth, a shot will take a large bounce off the end boards. Come back to Kern, slides it low, looking to get it back on the backhand, couldn't receive it. Orth with it again. Fades it off to the right side. Shot fought off by LaSalle. Good control to put it back in front of him. Still rattling around. Kern behind the net. Bank pass to Orth. Has DeBow to his left-hand side. Instead elects for Kern. Controls the puck, now looking for his options. Couple steps in, looking for the back door. Couldn't rip the shot in. Now a chance to clear in Middle Country. Have Johnson starting to charge ahead. Johnson trying to split a pair. Back for Kern, goes skate to stick. Dices past the blue line, pulls up, looking at options, still holding across the ice. Rome there now. 1 minute left in the power play, but only 12 in the period. Down low, centering feed not going to come. Instead, it's up to the circle. A shot hits too much traffic. Another clearing opportunity taken away by Kern in the slot with 4 seconds. Another shot saved by LaSala. We'll put 2 back on the clock here in the second period. 56 seconds remaining to the 5-on-4. So Smithtown Hauppauge likely to carry over 54 seconds of it. Getting a little crafty right here is this freshman team. And they'll be denied the opportunity to put a 6th skater out. Moratori not making the change in time. A little confusing about why they didn't get the change out there. They should have second as their home, but the shot will come through regardless. LaSala makes one more save, and it will be a 54-second power play for Smithtown Hauppauge at the start of the third period. We'll be right back here on the LI Sports Network.
Nooner poked one ahead. Mast back with it. Nice play, Mast. Mast spinning. What a save, Morbillo.
Base for Catalo. Catalo driving. Floats it on goal. Azariti got the shot save made. Rebound. What a stop by Hanley.
Montenegro. Up the wall, Monkwitz takes it away. Martorello to Monkwitz. Monkwitz out in front. Oh, what a save, Aguirres! Ganesi around one. Ganesi trying to get around Melendez. Takes the shot. He scores!
I'll go look at it after the game. And we're back on the LI Sports Network. My name's Kevin Broderick, joined by Wally Mitchell. 5-on-4 to start the period for Smithtown Hauppauge, now working left to right on your screen. And it'll be instantly cleared down for Middle Country. Or Torrey will stop it up and let his troops come back for it. Down to 30 seconds left. Bulls lead this game 2-1 off of a 2-goal rally at the end of the first. Gave up the first of the game to Johnson, who just took a big spill onto the ice. 19 seconds left. Puck tapped in. Instantly eaten but not spitting out. DiLorenzo got there in time. Fades off to his left. Pass back to the blue line. DiLorenzo is ready for it. Takes it off the wall, trying to look to the high slot, and it's poked away. Maybe a breakaway. Middle Country had some speed. Now it's Johnson in all alone. Johnson fades right and couldn't get the shot off. Puck still loose in the kitchen, and it slid out almost for an opportunity. We're back to 5-on-5 here at the rinks. A hectic opening minute of this third period. Clean hit there from the referees. Moratori making another stop. That was a long-range shot from the center of the ice. Chance for the Bulls to clear. Have plenty of room. 13 minutes left in the third. Shot hit some traffic. Scotty racing back for it. Can't get there in time. Nudged away from him a little bit lower into the end. Scotty has it now. Passing off to his teammate. Shot goes wide of the net. Had LaSala beat on his stomach. Another opportunity. Wolgamuth a drive, and it's off the chest of LaSala. Attempted to be cleared. Another centering feed goes through the slot. Now Moringer has it. Trying to carry it away himself. Denied on his first angle. Rims it around the boards. Poked a little bit further towards the blue line, and now out for Middle Country. Good sequence right there for them. Trying to carry the momentum past Orth. Good poke check, keeps it. Here's Kern. Slips past the blue, pulls up, backhand. Scotty, the next passing option, not going to get the puck. Had it for a second down low. Warringer up the boards to Orth accidentally. Orn, another long drive. Blocker stop. LaSala controlled the rebound expertly. Rims around for Wolgamuth. Can't hold the zone, so Orth will go back for it. Orth looking to the near point. Dumped in by Kern. Sits down below the goal line. Pass cut off by Rome. Falls into a 2-on-1 as it puck fades over to Johnson. 3-on-3 off the wall. Bulls walk it towards the middle, then poked away and out of the end. Conlon throws it in. Still in a 2-1 tilt. Last penalty we got in the second period was against Liam McCarthy. 2-minute minor for slashing. Middle Country's 0 for 2 on their power play opportunities. Smithtown Hauppauge is 0 for 1. Wolgamuth with it again. Throws it left. Brought in by Kern. Tripped from down low, and that's going to be a penalty. 6-on-5 for the time being. Nice shoulder save from LaSala. Smithtown Hauppauge now trying to take the first 2-goal lead of the night. Bulls zip it around. Looking for a pass to Kern. Drops it back. Swung over to Rome, trying to pull the cord, but too many players from Middle Country were on top of him in a flash. All the way down the ice. 30 seconds already ticking by in the power play opportunity. Kern trying to build some speed. Puts the puck past the blue line. Dives right, sends the pass left into the slot, still loose, and then it's past DeBow. Mortori will touch it back towards DeBow. Collects, looking for one more to the blue line, tipped in, but Mason LaSala was there on the play. Fires it back the other end. DeBow looking for a pass, slapped aside. Scotty now. Melendez, good nutmeg. 50 seconds left in the power play. 9:20 in the third period. Sent the length once more as Smithtown Hauppauge looked like they're going to get iced out once again. These PKs could go 4 for 4. Opportunity to Johnson. Carries on the backhand. His shot. Not a lot on it. Gets back to the puck. Slide through a couple. Johnson out in front. Another backhander. Mortori was easily out in front for the save. Puck slid through Melendez, but had Scotty in ahead of him. Scotty goes off the wall right back to him. Scotty trying to find Melendez there. Said it's more open ice. Maybe another shorthanded opportunity. Power move out in front is going to be completely angled off. Wolgamuth doing a good job making sure he was on the defensive end if needed. Scotty traveling down low. Pinched off the puck. Up for grabs. Johnson not able to get there in time. Orth goes skate to stick as we're back to 5-on-5. Melendez in the slot. Shot. Rebound. They score! 2-goal lead for Smithtown Hauppauge, the biggest of the night. Scotty will get the goal credit. 8:16 in the third period. The undefeated Bulls on top by 2, trying to go 7-0 to start the season. Orth ahead. DiLorenzo powering all the way down to the goal line. Stick check from Mason LaSala. Pops around still for the Bulls. Wobbly puck will go above the blue line, almost cleared out. Coaches for Middle Country want a penalty and are not going to get one. Backhander will fly ahead on net, and Moratori will get his probably easiest save of the night right there, just standing up and snatching it away. Melendez and Orth will get the assists on that Scotty goal. DeBow popping onto the puck, fires it up the wall and out. Johnson trying to collect, using his shoulder to bump away the defenders. Johnson now looking to go off to the left side, working through a couple of sticks. Johnson still with it, wrapping to the other side, taken out, no penalty called on the play. Clean hit, and the Bulls skate forward 3-on-2. Drop pass. DiLorenzo twirls around. Looking to cut the other side again. DiLorenzo now running into a wall. Stripped away by Moringer. He tries to dance in the corner. Moringer getting out of a corner. Moringer still with it. Slices past the blue. Loses the puck for a second. Now Moringer back for it. Another big hit. Johnson trying to capitalize. Has DiLorenzo to beat. Fires a shot and it's saved. Moratori got there in time. In transition, the Bulls looking for some more offense. Have bodies out in front of the net, but the puck is well angled off. Moringer trying to get it out. Owen Hill trying to get it away. Ensues into a scrum. 2-on-2, now make it 3-on-2 for the Bulls. They try to dig at it. Being shimmied away, Bulls come away with it. Look for something out in front. Stick down by Middle Country, forced out of their zone. Hill now playing F1. Trying to track down for a turnover. Spill out in front, could lead to it. A shot, a second, and both are saved. Moratori standing on his head to try to keep this 2-goal lead. Offsides, and the Bulls are going to get whistled. 5:24 remaining in this final period. Good takeaway from Orth. Puts it off the glass, but it's right back for Middle Country. Kearns building speed. Pulls up. Hit from behind. Kearns trying to stay strong through it. Has Hill off to his left side trying to work the puck free. Joined by a teammate. Now it's 2-on-2 to the perimeter. Hill had a chance at it. Kearns snapped to it instead. Turned over, now Hill will take it out instantly. Jousted away from him. Wolgamuth making sure no breakaway opportunity came there for Middle Country. Puck zipping around. Smithtown Hauppauge once again. Dice past the blue line. 4:25. Look for a centering feed. McCarthy there first, trying to clear it out. Does get it off to Johnson. Powers forward. Johnson, long ranger. Shot saved. Rebound in front of the net. Smithtown Hauppauge there first. Try to clear it to the blue line. Is just barely out. Mason LaSala, excuse me. Was just a hair behind the blue. Johnson wins it forward. Fluttering puck will be taken away by Smithtown Hauppauge. Trying to spend as much time out of their own defensive end. The 2-goal lead should be enough with under 4 minutes to play to hold on to their undefeated season. Another scrum below the goal line. Kern looking to break free with it. Has Johnson on his back, falls down. Johnson gets the takeaway. Doesn't hold on to it for long, though. Walked off the glass, pass to Kern, dancing at the goal line. Swings around looking for more options. Couldn't get it to Bow at the goal line. Instead, looked out in front, and now Johnson takes it away. Johnson splitting through the defense in one-on-one. Johnson, he scores! 5-hole, 1-goal game. Back to center ice. A close game here to start off the South Rinks. Long pass down. Wolgamuth trying to get there first. Licks the stick, and that's going to be a penalty on Liam McCarthy. So McCarthy will go off to the box with only 2:53 on the clock. Middle Country into an awkward situation now, in need of offense. Scotty to the draw. Work down low. Johnson fires it around the boards. It'll clear all the way down to Moratori. It will be Liam McCarthy at 2:53 for tripping. Scotty with it again. Nudges it forward, and it's carried out of their zone. Rise, forced into a turnover. Johnson was there to help him, though. Angles it down the rink, and it's all the way back again for Moratori. Johnson trying to step up to it. Melendez got there first. Slides it to Scotty. Scotty working it in. Almost cutting through the defense. Penalty going to be called again for a hit along the boards. 2 minutes exactly to play. Are we going 5-on-3 or to 4-on-4? Looks like Middle Country taking the second one, so it's going to be 5-on-3 for 1:07. Mason LaSala taking the penalty. Looks like it's going to be a 2 and a 10. Waiting for the official updates to come through. Orth giving it to Space, looking for one more pass off to the right circle. Middle Country get in front of it. The first penalty will be Mason LaSala checking from behind the 2-minute minor. Once again, the Bulls break it in. DiLorenzo trying to get it off to the center. Twirls around the board. Johnson going after it. Touches up at the goal line. Johnson just trying to kill time, but he might need to look for a shorthanded opportunity himself. 24 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Maybe they'll try to kill that off before they pull the goalie. They have to do something at some point to get this goal back. Michael past the blue. Looks to send it back into space. The shot, LaSala the save, still loose, and it's forced free. We're into a 5-on-4 now. For the remainder of the game, Orth forcing it down the wall, swings it out in front. Karam's off the goal side. Johnson poking it away. They could pull the goaltender now. Johnson, couple of nice strides, trying to break free, but he's angled off the puck. Smithtown Hauppauge shut down that opportunity at the very least. LaSala could be getting ready to come out of the net. 23 seconds left. Middle Country looking for options. There goes LaSala. Empty net. We're to the 5-on-5. Takeaway. Shot. Going to be gloved down at the blue line. 12 seconds left in the game. They try to force it to Johnson. Powering it forward past the blue. Gets dumped into the ice. Puck sent down the rink. Just wide off to the right side. And an icing will be called. .8 seconds left on the clock. And we're going to get some ejections from this game. Looks like we're going to get a couple of roughing minors going on both teams here. And it'll be one more ceremonial puck drop before Smithtown Hauppauge take their 7th win of the season. Kern in for it. Seconds tick off the clock, and it's a 7-0 start. Middle Country will fall down to 3-4 after the first game here on the South Rinks. We'll be right back after a short break for Longwood JV against KPC JV. Stay right here on the LI Sports Network.